Hey YouTube, I've got this cotton candy floss machine and I was told that the heating function does not work. I'm going to go ahead and remove the top plate so that we can take a look inside. It looks quite simple in there, with electronic components mounted to the front and a single small circuit board with the pinhole soldering that everything connects to. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see how this works. I've never operated a cotton candy machine before. This should be fun. So it looks like the top part spins, so the motor is working. I was told that this voltmeter here is supposed to go up when I twist the potentiometer. But yeah, it does not do anything, so that's where the problem is. The first thing I did is test the voltmeter to see if it's receiving any voltage, and it was not getting anything. I went ahead and took a picture of the board inside so that I can recall how it was wired. And then I disconnected the whole board and took it out for a closer look. Alright, so here's the board. The main power comes in from these two terminals here, and the voltmeter is connected to these two terminals here. So let's go ahead and flip it over to see what's going on between these two terminals. What I'm seeing is that the power comes in from here, and one of the wires is directly connected to the output terminal here. So I'm going to turn my attention to the other input terminal. It comes in and connects to the potentiometer here. Then it goes through a trigger diode, and then through a power transistor, then finally out to the output terminal. There are also two capacitors here. I tested both capacitors earlier and they work fine. I also tested the diode and it too works fine. So the problem is either the power transistor or the potentiometer. The easier of the two components to test is the potentiometer, so I'll go ahead and test that first. I went ahead and unscrewed the potentiometer and took it out. I used my multimeter to test the resistance between the two leads and found that there is no connection whatsoever. So we know that this pot is bad. To be sure that the pot is the only reason why it's not working, I simply replaced it with the 200K resistor and plugged it all back in. And as we can see, we are now getting 110 volts to the voltmeter, and actually I can also feel that it's starting to heat up. I went ahead and purchased the 2-pack of these B500K potentiometers online. And these have the switch add-on just like the original. You can find the link to this item on Amazon in the description of my video. I'll go ahead and reuse all the wiring from the old pot. So I'm going to simply desolder and swap them over to the new pot. And here we are, a nice new pot wired exactly the same way as the old one. Also, when I received this machine, the knob was missing. Luckily, I have many different spare knobs, which I bought for a major discount from Radio Shack right before they closed all their stores. And voila, a nice new knob for a new potentiometer. Alright, and a final test to make sure it's all wired together and working correctly. If you like my videos, please help me out by subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching.